there, welcome to my channel. My name is Karis. In today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a part 2 to a previous video I did on how to have a mental glow up. A lot of times when we think about glowing up, we think about how can we look prettier, skinnier, curvier, anything that has to do with our outward appearance. But I truly believe the only way you can glow up is by working on your inner self, because if you think about it, we can do all these crazy things to our bodies but still at the same time feel very ugly. And I truly believe if we do work on our inner self and we do become the better version of ourselves, that's when we are truly glowing up. So in this video, I will be sharing with you some ways to help you do that. Like I said, I did a part 1 to this video. You don't have to watch them in order, but if you do want to watch that video, I will link it in the description down below. So yeah, if you think this is the kind of content that you would like to see in the future, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, that is it, and we will just move right on to tip number 1. Okay, so the first tip I have for you is to surround yourself with positive people. It's so important to surround yourself with people who are positive and loving and encouraging, because if you surround yourself with negative people, they're always going to be so hateful, and it's going to be so hard to glow up whenever you're literally always having to deal with negativity. I know, especially like when we're younger, in high school, middle school, we want to just be accepted into any crowd, even if that means that crowd is super negative. But it's not worth it. You should not let yourself be around those kind of people who are going to constantly drag you down and who are constantly making fun of you, because that's not fair. You should not have to deal with that mental trauma that those people are likely to cause you. Now, I want to make sure you know this is not me saying don't be friends with people who are rude and mean and negative. I just mean, in general, don't make those people be your people. There's a difference between being friendly and being a friend to somebody. You can be friendly to everybody, you can be loving to everybody, but you don't have to be everyone's friend. And in order to truly glow up, you need people who are going to be loving, encouraging, and supportive of you, not people who are always going to be constantly tearing you apart. So, surround yourself with positive people. Okay, so this next tip I have for you kind of ties hand in hand with the last tip, and that is to cut negative people out of your life. Now, this can be a bit tricky because sometimes these negative people are actually our own family members, and although we can choose our own friends, we can't really choose our family. We're kind of stuck with them. So if that's the kind of situation you're in, maybe just try to find a way to set boundaries with that person. So I actually had to do this about a year ago. Somebody close to me was just like super toxic and I couldn't handle it anymore. And I'm not saying this to like brag or anything, but like I'm fairly good at defending the people that I love, but I'm not very good at defending myself. So I finally had to take that step and be like, okay, no, you can't keep running over me like this and destroying my mental health. So I just kind of cut that person out of my life. And whenever I say cut people out of your life, you don't have to do it in a hateful manner. You don't have to tell them off and cuss them out or anything like that. It just means you now get to be in control of the kind of interaction you want to have with them. So if you do feel like there's a person that's just always sucking that energy out of you, just don't let them have that control. Don't let them have the opportunity to always talk to you like that. And if there's any way to even set physical boundaries, take it. Don't purposefully continue to surround yourself with those kind of people, because it is draining and it will never help with your mental glow up. Tip number 3, this is one of my favorite ones, and that is to be a teachable person. If you think about it, you might be smart, but you don't know everything. But those around you know a lot. So why not be willing to learn from them? And sometimes this will mean you have to admit that you don't know everything. And I know that can be a little hard, and some of our prides can get a little hurt when we have to admit that we don't know everything. But in a way, like, you're saving yourself so much hurt and pain if you are willing to learn from others. And this might mean even from your parents. And I know some of us do not want to listen to our parents and hear advice that they might have, but believe it or not, sometimes they know what they're talking about. And I'm not just saying this because I know my mom is watching this video. I truly mean it. Parents do know what they're talking about. So truly take the time to learn from others, and that will be one way you can speed up your glow up journey. Alright, so this next tip I have for you is super random, and you probably are going to be like, what the heck? But before I go on to that, I just want to say, if you are enjoying this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. And moving on to tip number 4. Take the time to rest. Okay, so for a second here, think about the last time where you just took the time to relax. You weren't on your phone, you weren't out and about doing grocery shopping, or whatever it is that you do to keep yourself busy. When was the last time you've really taken the time to rest? Some of you might say, I do this all the time, but some of you, I would assume, probably are always on the go and never really take the time to rest. We live in a culture where it's just always go, 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 and it can feel a little intimidating if you take the time to actually rest because you feel like you're missing out on something or you need to be doing something. And the truth is, there's always going to be something to do, always. The to-do list is never going to end, no matter how hard you work. So you can either just keep working and just burn yourself out, or you can be smart, you can take care of yourself. And the more you take care of yourself, the more you're actually going to be able to accomplish. Taking the time to rest is going to give you so much more energy to be productive. And you can't really work on yourself. You can't glow up if you're always just so exhausted. So for real, take the time to rest. It's so important. We all need it. Take it. The very last tip I have for you is, if you want to glow up mentally, then have some respect for people. This is so important. We need to treat everybody with some respect. And I think sometimes we assume if somebody is not being respectful to us, then we don't have to be respectful to them. But that's not true. That's playing their game. That's not glowing up. If you want to be a decent human being, just learn how to respect others. You can't glow up if you are being hateful and super negative towards people. And when I say respect others, I don't mean you don't have to go around being BFFs with them. You don't have to agree with everything they're saying, but don't degrade them. We should never degrade a human being. We're all made in the image of God. So for us to degrade somebody, that's not okay. We need to learn how to respect those who are disrespectful to us. And I promise you, like, this will make you a much better person. Because if you think about it, like, yeah, you can be disrespectful. Is that really making you feel good? Probably not. Like, it always kind of feels good in the moment to have, like, that last comeback. But at the end of the day, that doesn't really make you feel better. That doesn't really fulfill you. That doesn't make you a happy person. So in order to truly glow up, in order to truly be the better version of yourself, you're going to have to learn how to respect everybody, including those who are disrespectful. Okay, so that concludes the tips for this video. Again, don't forget to check out part 1 of this video in the description down below. Also, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm super active on Instagram, and I love to just share these random tips and tricks like that on my stories. So yeah, go check me out on there. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. But that is it, and until next time, bye!